getting you the latest on the 10th round of co-commander level talks between India and China that lasted for over 16 hours. The talks ended at Moldo on the Chinese side of the LAC at around 2 a.m. Both sides discussed disengagement from friction points, including the Gogra Heights, the Hot Springs, and the Depsang Plains. We're getting you latest news break right now that the talks have been over. The 10th round of co-commander level talks between India and China lasted for over 16 hours. The talks ended on the Chinese side of the LAC at Moldo. Now remember that 16 hours of talks were held. It ended at around 2 a.m. Both sides discussed disengagement from friction points, including the Gogra Heights, Hot Springs, and Depsang Plains. Well, joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Abhishek to give us more details of what Shivani joining us on the broadcast right now to give us more details as to what happened at the co-commander level talks. Shivani, take us through all the details and what were the discussions that were held at the very crucial meeting.
Exactly. This was a very crucial meeting that started at 10 a.m. yesterday at Moldo, which is on the Chinese side of the line of actual control. And this meeting was the first one after the disengagement completed from the north and the south of Pangong Tso. And what happened in the meeting was, again, the friction points where still we are with the standoff with China. Those points were discussed, that how to go about this engagement on those points like Hot Springs, Depsang Plains, Gogra. And a very important thing in this meeting was to ease the tension from both the sides. Like we saw how the Chinese were claiming about the casualties. So all these things were also discussed, and the main agenda of the meeting was to take the dialogue further in the same speed that it has been done since last 9 rounds. And from India's side, the 14 Corps Commander, Lieutenant General P.G.K. Menon was there, and same the commander level officer from China was also there, and MEA representative Mr. Naveen Srivastava was also in the talks. So very crucial and very important talks, and further discussion on the disengagement from different points was done in this round of talks. And very soon we are expecting a statement from both the countries. That's what we've been seeing and learning, that in all the last round of talks also, once the talks are over, the next day the joint statement is released onto what happened in the talks and what has been the consensus and the whole agenda, what was discussed in the talks. So maybe today we will get a joint statement from both the countries, and we'll get to know more about what has been the conclusion of 10th round of talks. But certainly the discussion was on the clearances from the further friction points, and to ease the tension. As we know, the de-escalation of tension was required, and disengagement from Pangong Tso has very well eased the tension from that area. So now further dialogue is being done for clearances and from the disengagement from other points.
Well, after Pangong, so it remains to be seen if other friction points also a solution comes about. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.